Maybe. Yeah, it's coming up. Coming up. What up, man? I don't know. I wasn't gonna smoke, but then again, I'm like, man, fuck it. Man, fuck it. Do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get all this shit fucking from here, one way or the other. So I'm trying to clean this shit, you know. Trying to get all this drip down into here. The billion, bro. I can't get over all the billionaires fucking going to get fighting against each other. That shit's hilarious, dude. Trump and fucking Musk, and then Musk fucking accused Trump of being on the fucking Epstein list. Of course he's on the Epstein list, dude. He's got a fucking old lady half his age. And Trump, I mean, Elon would probably be on the fucking list too if he wasn't so fucking weird. But yeah, I believe Trump's on that fucking list. I never had a doubt. I mean, they were fucking they were not best friends, but they were good friends. But what do you think? Of course. Yeah, I 100% believe fucking Trump's on that fucking list. I didn't need Elon to fucking tell me. Look, bro. I agree with AJ from the Wi-Fi. All your heroes are on that list. All your heroes. Motherfuckers that you honored and look, I'm gonna tell you, if they were in the fucking plane, they were on the album. I think we almost got it all. I kind of dig it that the fucking billionaires are fighting. They're turning on each other. Fucking anarchy. Crazy. Now, I gotta be real with you. When it comes to Trump and Elon, I have to believe Elon. I really do. Because Trump's notorious for lying. And being with the way he is. He's just notorious for that. Now, I'm not trying to get into a political debate. But alright, so Elon is like autistic, right? Just you can just tell. I'm not saying I'm not diagnosing him with specific. I'm giving him the umbrella term. There is definitely you can just tell how, but just because he's weird. You know, usually smart weird people like that, there is like autism, Asperger. Well, they don't use Asperger's, but autism, or some form of autism. Autistics don't like lying, generally. This would explain why Elon had trouble in politics. Alright, let's I just felt like running some non-sweaty matches real quick, maybe for about 30 to an hour. Let's start off with some stakeout. Excuse me. Where are we at with this motherfucker? I haven't even began to get this motherfucker, dude. Pick off the rapid fire. Yeah, I'm not trying to be all political about it. I just feel, the dude, if I had to guess which one was lying, yeah, I would say John. Definitely. I mean, Elon would rather not say anything than say a lot. I'm just assuming. I'm not, I just know people like that. Really smart, introverted, weirdo fucking people. And I'd almost bet on, wait a minute. And I'd almost bet on, I forgot we changed it to, face up. I bet we would fucking, I would bet that, yeah. Donald, I mean, come on. You're going to pass the bill, and you're going to take the EV mandates out of it. Yeah, you wouldn't just show that to that dude. That's his whole fucking life. That's how the dude made most of his money. Oh, I don't know that. I'm speculating. I don't really know Elon Musk that much. I don't know how he came into his money. I don't know if it was from Tesla or not, but I'm just saying. You're fucking with this dude's livelihood. Of course you're not going to show it to him. I believe that shit was blown by real quick. That's a Trump thing to do. That's what he does. I just believe it. Believe Musk, but I believe Musk with the Elon thing. Musk doesn't seem like he's bipolar, but I don't know him that well. A bipolar person will make something up when hurt or bested, but I just don't think he likes lying. I think that's why he got out of the politics. There's no room for neurodivergence in politics. There's enough retards in that motherfucker as it is. A lot of liars. A lot of politics is full of people who are the other way. Charismatic. Elon Musk is as charismatic as a rock. He's a scientist. He's a science guy. Anyway. Is he capable of lying? Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think it's funny.
Face-off team deathmatch.
All of a sudden, ever since Epstein came out with that bullshit, all the fucking billionaires have fucking turned against each other. Look at Diddy. Billionaire.
Enemy silenced. It was only a matter of time.
Nah, you motherfucker. Almost had a third triple. But I might get it. That's what I want to play tonight. Went just by myself. No sweats. A little sweats. But I mean, I'm just bullshitting right now. That's what's. I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't fucking know. Yeah, Trump's tariffs is gonna fucking bring about another recession, probably. I mean, honestly, it makes me wonder about COVID. I think COVID was to do this, but it went too far. I think it went too far and got out of hand. I think it started out as just a little disaster to get people, get some, you know. I think it started out with a little disaster. To fuck with the economy. No, I really think it was a setup.
Target located.
It's real. It could have been a setup real easy, dude. Bro, I still say, motherfucker probably approached some scientists.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
I think a motherfucker approached a scientist
Molotov incoming.
and fucking was like, oh, yeah. Want all you fucking bullshit to go away? You want some money? Want some money? I mean, it's very easy to fathom that dude fucking.
Eyes on shock charge. Another kill.
It's very easy to fathom. It's not hard. Pay a couple scientists. Oh, y'all working on some shit? You want to make $1 million? You want $1 million?
Using thermo.
Oh, guess what? Those motherfuckers died, bro. But guess what?
Hostiles reclaimed the lead.
Kill.
Those motherfuckers died, dude.
5 kills. Target
Fuck you.
deleted.
You remember my motherfucking shits.
Snipers down. Move up. Snuff them out.
But, I don't know, dude.
They've taken the lead.
Never know. Might know. It might all come out. It may all come out. I think after this match, I might go get some coffee, dude. I don't care if it keeps me up. But, oh my dude. All I know is this is about to get fucked up. These motherfuckers with the money ain't gonna go down without a fight.
Using thermo.
They're not. They're not. They're not, just like the list didn't come out right away. Ah. The list will come out. Somebody's gonna leak it. People won't believe it. You can tell the motherfuckers the truth right in front of their face and they won't believe it.
Got you.
I'm trying to get a triple.
Enemy removed. I'm not your enemy. Five kills.
I don't have no fucking coins over here. Oh, that Merkin I did? Oh, that one I just missed it.
Subtext front.
But,
Assaulting target. Kill.
yeah, shoot his fucking legs.
I'm not your enemy.
Gotta fucking incapacitate him. I think if they shoot your legs, you fucking gotta walk around fucking crippled.
Using thermo.
Okay, it didn't go off.
Target deleted.
But, that motherfucker there.
Right.
Casual. Casual shits.
Time's nearly up. Close it down.
Eyes on enemy. Heads down. Sniper. Enemy silenced.
Double my ass. But,
Hostile using assault pack.
trying to get to my coins, motherfucker.
It was only a matter of time.
All units prepare for
But,
This one's ours.
All targets down.
fuck, I don't know,
Can I
man.
expect a transfer?
It's whatever, dude. When corporations influence government, it's not our government anymore. It's not our government anymore, guys. It's Ford's government, Coca-Cola's government. You know what I'm saying? Chevy's government. You know? Microsoft's government. That's the government. That's who they work for. Money. The fucking money. But whatever. I ain't mad. I'm not. You know what? I'm glad I'm not in it. I'm glad I'm not worried about fucking being at a fucking hotel room at the wrong fucking night. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about being on the wrong fucking plane, going to the wrong fucking island. Bro, I love partying. I would have went the first time. Not maybe. I mean the freak. I don't. Not the freak. I probably wouldn't be invited to shit like that. But motherfucker invite me to go to if I was a billionaire and motherfucker invited me to go chill at an island. I mean, I'd go till I fucking found out there were kids there. The question is, if Trump went more than once, then you know. If a motherfucker went once, alright. But if a motherfucker went more than once, they knew what was going on and didn't care and went back. I'm not saying he participated, because I'm sure there was grown women there too. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was just, even like the whole P. Diddy shit. There was levels of party. You know what I'm saying? There was levels of party. You had the after party, the after party. The P. Diddy party was the shit that happened, like, it happened separately than all that other shit. You can go to a fucking party and hang out with P. Diddy and there would not be a fucking freak off, I'm sure. It was if he stayed and hung around for the after party. But it's all tied in. I guarantee it's all tied in. You can't tell me that fucking Diddy never went to Epstein's Island. And after Epstein went down, I bet you that's when shit like really kicked off for old fucking Diddy and his parties. Because they couldn't go to the Epstein parties no more.
Shoot to kill.
I guarantee that's when it really fucking kicked off.
The lead is ours.
Oh, they were right there. I don't know, dude. Rich fucks and their cucks.
Semtex incoming.
The one thing that's always constant. They always use human beings to fucking. They always use human beings. Apparently, fucking gods used us. Apparently, aliens used us. Fucking rich people use us. It's like we were designed to be submissive.
Blast trap identified.
And we probably were. Hopefully they find it in our DNA and we fucking fix it. I don't know, maybe they tried it without us being submissive and it didn't work. Maybe we need to be submissive.
Incoming stun.
That's your last mistake, asshole.
Ah,
5 enemies slotted. Sniper's history. Pull your head out of your ass and check your fucking targets. Hostile stun.
fuck, I was about to do a Fortnite jump on his A. All I know is I'm glad these motherfuckers are fucking ratting each other. I really am. Keep ratting each other, you fucking rich cucks.
Oi, that was too fucking close.
Oh good, I get my shit.
Oi, oi. Oi, sunshine, sling your rook.
But yeah, y'all motherfuckers, fuck the whole economy up. Bring it down. Bring down the motherfucking house, bro. Bring down, because the whole fucking shit only works for certain people. Capitalism only works for the fucking certain people. And look, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that's got a little small business that ain't fucking doing good. It's hard. You know, you gotta. I'm telling you, there's more to it than.
Oi, that was too fucking close. Foam grenade incoming.
Come on, motherfucker! I can't get my fucking coins.
Assaulting through.
But
Enemy come already.
oh, my coins gone. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Hostile impact.
I don't know, dude. Like I said.
Thermo set. Frank.
My coin. My little coin. My coin's gone. Fuck 'em, bro. Go ahead, y'all fucking go crazy with y'all's fucking bullshit and rat each other out. Fucking A. I love it. We're turning against each other, and that's the best things for us. Low guys. Best thing to happen. Even, dude, and I'm talking like the middle class. That's who's really, like, been fucked over, is the middle class. The ones who were trying to do, like, little businesses and shit. You know, I'm not talking about those guys or whatever. I'm talking, and even the millionaires aren't rich anymore. I'm talking about the billionaires, dude. These motherfuckers. Grotesquely rich motherfuckers. Yeah. Kind of funny how they all ratting on each other and fucking, yeah. Good. Haha. Keep it up. Come on, give me my coin, motherfucker.
Time short. Your head down and secure the target.
Using thermo. Target ID.
Yep, let them ride each other.
Thermo grenade out.
Fucking A. Finally got a fucking triple kill out the motherfuckers. Dang, how did I miss that motherfucker? Same way I missed that motherfucker.
Area pacified. Move to the LZ. Kilo's on the way.
Adler's lot are on the run. Solid job,
I
Crimson.
don't know. Fucking bullshit, but what I feel fucking bad for is, you know, the kids, man. The real victims.
Okay,
Ones that
watch this
were
is over.
fucking exploited. The unknowing women in P. Diddy's fucking parties that got fucking ass raped while they were fucking high on X and fucking roof and all. By fucking porn stars, dude. I mean, not porn stars, by fucking escort. I don't think they have small dick escort They might. I don't see them making a lot of money. They might. Just saying. Having. Wow, this is bullshit, man. What am I doing? Oh, I think I did see a 15. No, it's a 5. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Oh, fence in here. Hold on. I didn't realize. That's probably why I got sweaty. Let me, crack this up.
Hey, what's up, Larry?
What's up? I just realized you was in the party.
I wasn't in that game. I just joined.
Oh. I didn't know. But yeah. I was talking about, Trump and Elon's fighting.
I thought they were best friends.
All that, bro. All I know is the billionaires are ratting on each other.
Yeah.
I mean, the P. Diddy shit. They, there's, that's, like, when have you ever heard about billionaires fucking fighting like this? Like, they're rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even P. Diddy and shit, with the shit going on with that. Somebody ratted him, you know what I'm saying? Something like, it's like, I'm telling you. Well, first of all, if a billionaire is going down, how rich is the motherfucker that they're protecting? But with these, and then, I mean, you heard about Elon saying Trump was in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% believe that. The dude's dating somebody half his fucking age. He was best friends with that. Well, not best. He was good friends with Epstein. Real tight. Yeah. Yeah, I 100% believe Trump was on that fucking island, getting him some fucking young girls when he was 30. If he's fucking with somebody in their 30s and 40s and he's 70, yeah, he's probably fucking with. He was probably fucking with little 16-year-olds when he was 30. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he went and got him some fucking grown-ass woman stuff, you know? And just let Epstein play around with the little girls. But I'm just saying, I believe it. I believe it. I'm just like, I'm glad though, bro. All these overly fucking grotesquely rich motherfuckers. If they didn't have so many billionaires, the middle class would have fucking more money, and so would the poor.
Are you serious?
I see.
Oh, this dude.
Taking Bravo underway. Bravo zone secure.
Bruh. I'm surprised you're up this late, dude. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in, play a little non-sweaty few matches, you know, before going to sleep. I figured everybody was passed out. I had played with Drew earlier, he actually got into Discord and was talking.
I just finished some schoolwork.
Yeah, I figured, you know, I know you kind of up a little bit late, you know, we got similar schedule, you know. We can afford to, you know, stay up a little later because we don't have to get up as early.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I assume you don't have to get up early.
I see you.
Yeah.
Capturing this objective.
Dang it, man. I let off the trigger and there was a motherfucker that came right behind him. Get off, dude. I can't. Fucking asshole laying on the fucking ground. Or shoot at him. Like I couldn't even fucking get going nowhere because he's laying on the fucking ground.
Locking down Charlie.
Capturing this objective.
But yeah, no, that's a good
Bitch
thing.
fucking coming over as a knife.
That's a good thing. The
swords.
motherfuckers are fucking fighting and all. Let the motherfucking billionaires fucking rat on each other and get each other in trouble. At some point, to be, you know, we're just gonna have to like take back over the government.
Bravo. Take it C.
Enemy shooter.
That dude with the swords keeps coming up behind me.
Hmm.
That dude with the swords keeps coming up behind me.
All zones
Oh.
lost. Take it out.
It is all part of the process. Hostile sighted.
I don't know. I'm slowly fucking them up.
Securing zone A.
All right, so I had an epiphany. You know how the real sweaty people bitch about their lobbies?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bitching about people who are just like them, sweaty. That's how I really come to that conclusion. It's like, yeah, it's like, bro, when these people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I was like, they're probably, when these motherfuckers get into these easy lobbies, they're probably like real sweaty like that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine being on the other team against, like, say a team with Kyle, you know, not this, I mean, like Drew and a couple other good ones, you know what I'm saying? Imagine a whole team like Tyler and Drew and shit, where being on the other team, bro, every time you move, they shitting on it. It's the same thing they bitching about. I guarantee you they just bitching about people who are just as sweaty, because at some point, the algorithm's gonna match you up with, you know, like when I'm playing by myself. When I'm playing by myself.
Oh, when I'm playing by myself, it's impossible to do good.
See, when I'm playing by myself, I do good. I do
No,
good.
when I'm playing by myself, I get in the most sweatiest lobbies in the world.
I will get in sweaty lobbies, but like after like a few. All right, so like after about 5 matches, it levels off, and it's like. It's actually puts me with people with my fucking skill set, and I'll be like, you know, around the middle, around third. Sometimes I'll have the number 1. Sometimes I won't. You know, it'll be more balanced, and I feel like I'm playing with people that's my skill set. You just got too good, dude. That's all.
Incoming lethal. Capturing this objective.
Take it B.
Yeah, find me right in front of somebody.
Losing Charlie.
Oh yeah, you got to. That's how you get rid of the sweats. No, I'm joking. Nah, but I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's like, I know how good they are. And it's like, bro, you can only have people so good, right? You know what I'm saying? I just think they're complaining about playing against people who are actually on par with them. And they just don't realize how good they are.
Capturing this objective. Incoming lethal. I see you.
No, I just complain when I die to somebody stupid.
I mean, I do that all the time, bro. They had a
Like,
motherfucker.
it's a dude's running around with a knife and our swords, and he kills me. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. It don't matter how good I am at the game.
Right. Well, yeah, I have seen, now me using those things, I have seen motherfuckers like block it.
If I can get him in front of me, then I'm good. But because he's so fast, he comes up behind me. I can't really do much.
What? Yeah.
Capturing this objective.
What you got to do is use like a fucking, like if I use my pistols, like say if I
just
use
use
my,
the fastest SMG that I have.
you know what I'm saying is if I use my use my pistol loadout. If I use my pistol loadout and run around with the melee, it'll probably be fast because pistols, you run fast with them, right? So, alright, that should be a fucking triple. Ah, see, I tried to use the nunchuck and hit that motherfucker and couldn't do it. I didn't even get it out before he killed me.
Dude, they're dropping coins all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's my coins. Not joking.
I don't believe in bad.
I know, dude. The first match I played, I got 2 coins. I'm like, alright, let me play some Warzone. I got like 5 coins. And then I played Stakeout, and I just started. It was like 20 coins. I think the most you could get is 18. Like I got 17 one match. The next match I got 18, or vice versa. And I noticed I don't get more than like. I think there's a cap. Cause dude, I was fucking killing so many motherfuckers early, and it's all on stream. I'm sitting there, it's like the last fucking 5-10 people I killed didn't drop a coin. And I had gotten up to like 17 coins that match. It's like,
let me see how many coins I got that match. I got 19 coins just from that one game.
I think they put a cap like 20 coins. Like that's how much you can get. Because at some point it stopped giving me coins. And I never noticed that. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But yeah, it's just like, I'm almost done with. That's why I kind of wanted to play too. I wanted to get done with this ballerina fucking event. They totally lied to us. On its Twitter post, they said, "Oh, you get to play as ballerina."
No, you can buy her.
Yeah, you have to buy her. I gotta look up the. I can't get my phone. I should look up the fucking actual post from Call of Duty where they said that. Make sure, but. Bruh.
Normally what I do is since I'm going to have I can get dark matter now. I just get dark matter on the gun that I'm currently using. Like I have a class set up. It's literally called camo grind. And I just get dark matter, and once I get it on the gun, I just go use whatever gun I want.
So what
like if it's stakeout, I just start going to I just choose to go to the compact once I get it.
See, I got all my gun. Like I said, I got a loadout for each type of gun. Like shotgun.
Yeah, me too. But
so
it's
what I do is I just change the gun. So like in the AR section, as soon as I get done with it, I put it on the basic gun. I put dark matter spine on the base gun. So that way I don't have to go, which one's got this, which one's got that. Yeah. So that way the base gun, I just look at the base gun, whatever it's got, and then that's when I add the new gun to that. I just pick a new AR, and I just started going down the line. However, it was either yesterday or day before yesterday. I'm like, I'm doing that goblin. I'm getting that goblin done. And I did. That's what I did. I fucking opened it up on the gun. And I think I had to do the one shot thing. I don't know if I was able to do it with the auto.
So what I did is I have a class set up for every weapon, like every class, and I have dark matter on all those weapons, like the ones that I want to use. I have the AR that I like, the SMG I like, and then I have a camo class just for camos. And so once I get the camo, I can flip it to the gun and then change it to the next one that I need to go to.
I just picked a class. I mean, honestly, the way I'm looking at it, I want to be able to use any of the guns, like be proficient with any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know how to use each gun. I know like the goblin. Like I would fucking use that as the one shot, one kill motherfucker. I would, I don't know, like this fucking AR, I'm having trouble with the Model L. I'm really having trouble getting triple kills with it. It's not fast and powerful like some of the other ones are. Like, fucking mag's not big enough, dude.
Target ID.
But, and then I'm keeping up with P. Diddy shit, so. They got one chick that said dude was fucking with her, shit, hung her out off the balcony, and now it's like, I don't know, man, shit ain't adding up. I think she was just kind of like helping Cassie out with her, Cassandra out with her fucking lawsuit. She might have just lied. But there's no doubt that shit went down. It's just, Because after that shit went down, after he allegedly did her that shit,
Yeah.
she went and got drugs and shit and went over to the place,
Fucking.
brought the drugs to the place where she got hung over. And it's like, okay, why'd you go back if you were so scared?
Tally.
Why you going back? Why you fucking with him? You know? So, that's a whole weird fucking deal.
Hey, don't break me.
But I don't know. I'm just glad they fucking having the. I'm just glad these motherfuckers are like under the microscope. Been, you know, because a lot of them get away with all kind of shit, dude. A lot of them get away with some fucking dictator type shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them pull that shit like, oh, you know, I'll ruin you.
Enemy.
You know. So I'm glad they fucking having that. I'm glad all that bullshit's going. Yeah. Elon, keep talking shit about Trump. Hell yeah. Talk some shit about another fucking cuck ass fucking billionaire. And that's exactly what Diddy was. Diddy was 100% straight a cuck. He was sitting there and watched these motherfuckers have sex with his old lady.
Damn it! Check your sights. Hostile Molotov.
Yeah, and they fucking hit me with a Molotov. Bastard.
I got you.
Bruh, all kind of fire everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Found a shooter. Semtex front.
They don't want me to get my coins, bro. That's why I'm glad I'm almost done with it. And I was smart. I did all the I did all the expensive one shit first. Dang it, I'm fucking slipping. I'm trying to find my coins that I fucking had. There we go. Fucking fuck.
Semtex incoming. Thermal grenade out.
Oh. Yeah, that would make sense. Bro, what if, do the tariff thing too. I find it exactly what happened during COVID. Think about it. Same kind of shit kind of happened. It was a shit with China, with stuff coming over here. He did the shit last time. And I'm kind of wondering if that motherfucker actually didn't pay motherfucking scientists in fucking China to fucking release that shit. And oh, they died during the release. Now he ain't gotta pay it, and now you know that there's a loose end. Gone. That's like when that motherfucker was talking about the Clintons. Oh no, the Clintons might... Dude, the Clintons are like millionaires. Right? And they're old fucking idiots. Like, dude was getting his dick sucked and she didn't do nothing about it. Right? Just stuck by him. So I'm like, man, if anybody could pay for somebody to go away, it would be Trump. He's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? It's like that whole thing never did make sense to me. That Hillary would fucking off people. Like, they ain't got money like that. They ain't got money like that. They got like fucking money that every other fucking music artist or fucking, you know, actor or fucking ball player has, right? They just got like, I think they net worth is like maybe 100 million. And this dude's like a billionaire, bro. Like, so if anybody can make somebody disappear, you know what I mean? And then I kind of thought it was weird how you had all these billionaires going to work in the government and shit. Like Elon going to work in government. Like what the fuck? Why do we need billionaires in our government? It's supposed to be for the people, not for the, you know. These people are stupid. They're like, you vote in a billionaire, and then when shit gets stupid, you blame them. Like, no, motherfucker, y'all the idiots that voted him in. Just like Ronald Reagan. In my opinion, one of the worst fucking presidents, because he may not have been. The thing is, don't bitch about politicians being liars if you're gonna fucking vote in a paid liar, an actor, someone that gets paid to bullshit and lie and be someone he's not. It's like when they started letting actors in government, that's when it's like, alright, here's your sign. Like, bro, it's just, I don't like getting political, but it's just because it's stupid. The whole reason
It's just not fun to talk about.
Well, the whole reason it is like it is because of the bullshit along. It blows me away that there's two subjects you can't talk about. And one of them you should be. Bro, why a Christian? That to me is a big red flag about religion. If you can't get two fucking Christians to have a conversation about the same thing without getting into a fight, that just shows how much disinformation and bullshit's involved in it. That's a whole other subject, bro. I still like, how you gonna pull a fucking excerpt from this fucking book in this chapter, and then pull an excerpt from this book in this chapter, and then try to fucking say, yeah, this is what's going on. That's like taking a newspaper and taking 2 or 3 sentences out of this article and find something that kind of relative in this other article, and then trying to... That's disinformation right there. That's like, that's straight.
Well, I'm Christian, Larry.
I mean, I feel you, dude. I'm sorry. But you know how the preacher goes up in there.
Well, some churches are definitely corrupt. I guarantee you that.
Most
I 100% believe that.
Most are. If they're sitting there reading from different parts of the Bible to prove a point, that's shit. That's... Some of them aren't doing it intentionally. It's just the way it's been done. Because, I mean, that's just the way it's been done. I mean, I started out as Catholic. Went to a Catholic church. And that whole thing always fucked with me. Like, there's so many, just kind of being ADD and, like, finding patterns and shit.
The biggest thing is people around the world or just in the U.S. say like, oh, you should have your freedom of religion, but then they go and hate on whatever they want to hate on.
Yeah.
And even though they hate on this one religion, but you're trying to promote freedom of religion.
Right. The hypocrisy. But
yeah.
what blew me away, especially with, Catholicism, I can't say the word, but Catholics, is it literally says as one of the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not worship no other gods or false idols before me, for I'm a jealous God. What do you call worshiping statues, crosses, Jesus? What do you call that? And then Jesus says, "Oh, you don't need anybody to talk to me. You don't need anyone to go through to talk to me. So why do we have to confess to a weirdo fucking cuckoid priest?"
That's what I don't agree with that, because
there's a lot I don't agree with, dude.
I don't agree with the Catholic some of their beliefs. I mean, you shouldn't have to go through a priest. Bro,
this is the big flags to me. This is the big flags to me. First of all, it piggybacks another religion. So the Old Testament is basically the Jewish Bible. All right. So that's weird. Secondly, it's another red flag when a religion tells you, "Hey, go on and rape and murder and steal," even though the 10 Commandments say don't do it. Just go and do it. And this guy who lived 2,000 years ago,
Hostile
it go,
sighted.
says if you ask for forgiveness, it'll be washed away. I don't think Jesus, bro. I think Jesus was trying to end the fucking religion, not start the shit. Really, to be honest with you, he was sitting there like, it goes like this. Okay, so somewhere I forgot where it was. It was either like an African village, or I think it was either an African village or it was a, one of those villages, one of those primitive villages. Well, they needed the area. It was close to the enemy line, and they needed the area, right? So, to pacify the villagers and let the the military guys stay there, or whatever, be not be fucked with or whatever, they gave them gifts. So these planes would come in with food, water, and all this shit, right? Well, after the war, after the shit ended, after the mission, whatever you want to call it, after the mission ended, these villagers erected a fucking mock plane.
I believe in you,
A mock plane, hoping this would make the food come back and shit like that.
Excellent work, Turtles.
So my point is this is how a religion can be made. This is easily how a religion can be made. So it's like, but I don't know, bro. You gotta really question something that tells you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and all you gotta do is simply ask some unknown, unseen guy or entity for forgiveness. Really? And then you look at the people who, oh man, dude, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Here's the thing. How old is Christianity?
Huh?
How old is Christianity, would you say?
Enemy shooter.
I would. It started whenever
It started
Jesus
when
rose from the
Jesus.
dead.
It started actually.
Whenever he was born.
Well, technically, it didn't, because technically it started after he ran around and
It's
like.
after he ascended to heaven, and then that's when it.
Let's just say he was 30ish. Okay, so because we know when stars and shit were in. Because we know now, because we can track shit.
Alert.
We know when that star was in the sky, and it was like not right at the turn of the millennia. So it was a little after. So what I'm getting at is Christianity is only 2,000 years old. Okay? Christianity is about 2,000 years old. What the fuck did we do before that? Well, we just didn't go to heaven? Like, hell is a construct brought up by the New Testament. Hell's not even mentioned in the Old Testament.
No, you would go to hell, but you would have to do other things.
Hell's here. I think here's hell. Well, my point is, Jesus came down. Jesus came through and was like, "Yo, motherfuckers, why are you fucking offering up that land for sacrifice for people who left? It would be better used to feed the community or feed the village or whatever." That's what I'm saying. It's like, the dude was a prophet. He was a revolutionary. He literally was getting rid of the church. He literally was like, when two people are talking about the Lord, you're in church. He literally was saying you don't need brick and mortar. You don't need a building to have a church, to have a commune. And shit like that. So, like, the religion is only 2,000 years old. So, you can't say that I got to do this to go to heaven now. What happened? What happened? And then you look at
Oh.
all the controversy behind Christianity. Look at all the fucking TV evangelists that are getting caught up in their bullshit. All the, just the priest getting caught up with the kids shit. All the bad stuff. And then like, you don't see Jewish people knocking on your door trying to get you to convert. I was Catholic, and it's a mortal sin for a Catholic to convert to another religion. And yet, I had these Methodists trying to save me. My mom went fucking off. You know what I'm saying? My dad was the actual Catholic, but they were Baptist. Methodist, my grandmother was Baptist, my mom was Methodist, whatever. I'm just saying, it was like, they just took advantage of a teenager, because I think I was like 12, 13, I think I was like 13, 14 at the time. And someone bought that fucking skin. I'm just saying, it's like, and religion's crowd control. Well, you don't need crowd control no more because you have the police. So that's why religion is like losing its hold, because it just doesn't fit anymore. We already have an entity in place to keep everybody from. I mean, think about it. Religion was you followed the rules, Ten Commandments, or whatever, the Quran, the 7 laws of Allah. You know. And then just all kind of shit, you know. I'm just saying, it's just like, there's a lot of controversy about it. There's no controversy about Buddha. There's no controversy about Judaism. You know what I'm saying? Even Islam. All that shit is just like, it's all really talking about the same people. There's just different words, different phrases for them. But every religion has a messiah. It's all the same. And so, like, Jesus existed, but I don't think he was he wasn't trying to start anything. I think he was trying to like end this shit. He was trying to end the needless sacrificial bullshit. He's like, why are y'all doing this? They're not even here anymore. Why are you fucking preparing this meal for entities that left? Like, what the fuck? You know, he was just kind of like, ask questions. But I really don't think he intended for the shit to be a religion. That's what I believe. I believe he tried to stop it. I believe he tried to kill the religion. Like, he tried to like stop it, and that's why they fucking hung him. But you know what? Jesus died, and the Jewish lived. The people, all those people that he was trying to like influence, lived. And you know, history is written by the winners. So
no, Jesus didn't die. He died and then rose from the dead.
Yeah, but okay, then where did he go? All right, where did he go?
He ascended to heaven.
He died. Yeah, he ascended to heaven, so he's not here. You see what I'm saying? You're missing the point.
But he didn't die.
You don't have proof of that.
Yeah, I do. The Bible.
Yeah, bro. Do you know that he was given a fucking poison that would slow down his heart rate? That was like you can literally, like, dude, these people didn't know back then. I mean, they did. They knew shit, but compared to us, they were ancient and ignorant. It'd be easier to fake a death back then than it is now. That's all I'm saying.
Well, where would you have proof of that he did that?
Because there's talks, there's like the accounts.
There's what?
There's accounts. The guy, like, there's accounts of like the guy that, it was his friend, the one that felt sorry for him. I think he has I think there's like some shit he had fucking written down maybe or something. I don't know. Maybe it's Ancient Aliens bullshit. But all I'm saying is you can't prove or disprove any of it. So you can't say it's fact. because we just don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I say it as a fact because that's what I believe.
Okay, so let me give you some facts. So the New Testament was conceived 400 years after Jesus had died. 400 years. 400 AD. And it was a cardinal. And he's the one that chose the books that went into the Bible. A man. Not God, not Jesus. He's the one that chose what books went into the Bible. And he said he wanted Mark, Matthew, Luke, and the other one because they were the cardinal. You know, they represented the north, east, west, and south. The cardinal directions. So that's a fact. And so the Immaculate Conception was not true. They got documentation and shit. They did find some things with the the Dead Sea Scrolls. So they found the originals before they were altered, because everybody alters it. Like, come on, think about it. How many versions of the Bible do we have? You have the King James Version. But
they all say the same thing.
No, they do not. 100% they do not. No, one Bible I had.
They have different wording.
One Bible I had talked about the War of the Gods. Like, you just mentioned it.
I don't know what Bible you had.
It was an HBSC Bible. When I had, I think it was like on, what was it? It was either Kindle or Amazon. Oh, that's the same, isn't it? No.
Well, some person could have just made that.
No, it was a Bible that was published. It was 100% a digital Bible from, like, Amazon, like one of the first ones. It was Nook. It was either on the Nook or the Kindle. I can't remember which one, but you could download that shit. That's when, like, the phones just started. The smartphones were just coming out, and they came out with like Nook and shit, right? So there was this one Bible. I'm just telling you, dude. You got the King James Version. You have the Mormon version, and then, oh man, I can't think of the other ones. But you got like 4 or 5 different like versions of it. The most popular is the King James. 9 times out of 10, if you're going to refer to a Bible, it's going to be the King James. But guess what? That's the King James Version. A king. Someone that doesn't even live here. I'm telling you, dude, it's been altered. King James. So if the Bible was originally put together in the 400s, like, what is it, 1600 years ago, well, what about the King James Bible that you were just now holding so dear? That's not the same Bible that Cardinal fucking put together. You see what I'm saying? It's like they had a deity that fucking not a deity. They had a Messiah that was supposedly had an immaculate conception, and then see, you got to remember, religion is crowd control. So when is Christmas? Wintertime. Why? Because it's a fucking miserable and desperate time. It's like most religious holidays are in the winter to uplift the spirits of people, of their, the constituents, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, of the congregation, whatever. Like, like, it was crowd control, and they altered things for certain area. They've been doing that. They did that with the Sumerian shit. Like, the Sumerians did that with their shit. With the But what I'm saying is, like, these people made this airplane, hoping that making this fake airplane would draw the airplane back with all the food and stuff. This is no different than us making a religion over things that had came here that we didn't understand, that it was more whatever smarter than we are, or whatever. Even if that did happen, it's just the hardest thing I have to swallow is. It talks about the beginning of the world, and I think that's a mistranslation. I think it talks about coming upon this world, not making this world.
No, God
No,
created them.
yeah,
He
okay.
created everything.
Yeah, right. 2,000 years ago? I mean, not 2,000 years ago, like 40,000 years ago?
There's not an exact time.
It is exact time, bro. They know where we came from. They know where the Garden of Eden is. We know. It's in Iran. Or Iraq. Iraq. It's in fucking Iraq. That's where the four rivers meet. That's the Garden of Eden. Okay. So they know the very first civilization was Samaria, which is Iraq. 40,000 years ago. So we do know. But yet, if the world was created 40,000 years ago, how do you explain the dinosaurs and shit? How do you explain other shit that was here? Oh man. Something created the world, not the one that they're saying in the Bible. The one that's in the Bible, I think the Bible, I think it's a mistranslation. I really do. I think it's a mistranslation. Because you got to remember, this part of the Bible is the Jewish Bible. And it was originally in Aramaic. And then it had to be translated to, oh man, what do Jewish people speak? Not Jewish, huh? Maybe. Whatever. It had to be. I thought they called it something else. But it had to be translated, and then it had to be translated from that language to our language. A lot can happen.
Larry, so are you atheist?
I'm agnostic. There's a difference.
What does that mean?
Atheist is someone that doesn't believe in God at all. It never happened. They don't believe in it at all. Agnostic people acknowledge that there was some great creator. Some shit happened. We just don't actively follow religion, you know what I'm saying? I don't follow the religion because I could feel shit, first of all, and I didn't like going to church because of the way the vibes I felt off of people. And then a lot of shit didn't make sense. And even though Ancient Aliens, that shit's like hokey and you gotta like take it with a grain of salt, some of that shit makes sense. And when I asked God for the truth, I was compelled to reread the Bible without any, not like, as if, say, I just came to this planet and like, oh, what's the most popular book? The Bible. And then read it. And that's how I read it. I just, like, I didn't think about what I've heard, like anything. I just tuned out all what the preachers and priests said. Because I've been to a few different churches, dude. I've tried to raise my kids, Christian. Fun fact, none of my kids are Christian. None of them are religious now. And that was their choice. Because the first two, I brought them up. I even had the little one, we would go to church. I brought them to church. I let them find out for themselves.
Well, yeah, God gave
But
us
I believe
free
there's a God because I've talked to them, dude. I have, not conversations like priests say that they have, preachers say that they have, but I asked God a question, he answered me. He go read the fucking Bible. He didn't say it with words, but it was like instilled knowledge.
You knew, like you have that.
Yeah, like so. I agree. That's where I'm agnostic.
Believe, that's what I agree. I agree that
is Jesus God?
You
now, if you ask me if Jesus is God, no, 100%, absolutely not. That is something that people fucking use to it's propaganda that people use to corral the sheep. 100%. No, not at all. Now maybe he was in tune. He was a prophet. But I could say I'm a prophet because I've had dreams come true. Literally, have dreamt shit and had it come true. I remember a few times I would dream of a conversation, and then like about 3 to 4 years later, that shit would come true. It depends. Not all of it was the same, but it would be
Enemy
like.
HVT is down.
And then that shit would come. That day would come, and I'm having this conversation, and it's like it's not the deja vu that everybody thinks, right? It's not like, oh, I walk in the room and I've been here before. No, it's like I knew I had that dream.
Keep them safe.
Because it's like a dream that I never forgot. Because you know how dreams are fleeting? These dreams, these prophecy dreams, they don't fade. I remember them just as vividly.
HVT under fire.
So
Behind Crimson.
4 or 5 years later,
HVT has been
I'm having the
eliminated.
conversation.
We took out their HVT.
I always change it though. I always change it.
Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
But at the end, once I realize that I've dreamt it before, and so it's not like, oh, this seems familiar. It's like, no, I 100% remember dreaming that shit and having that conversation. I've had the conversation. It's happened. It usually happens at a place I work, and thank God I haven't dreamt of another place to work. So that's. But usually it's like, you know, that. But
Enemy HVT
I've had
is
shit
down.
come true. I've like, you know, done. I could be considered a prophet. I'm not that in tune though. I had a friend of mine. She was really fucking, really talented. But
Hostile HVT located.
so Jesus was a prophet, bro.
Enemy advantage. Now hold it.
Larry,
he
I'm
was-
about to go. You can believe what you want because
It's not. It's
God
not
gave us
about.
free
Yeah,
will,
right. I'm not
but
trying
I'm-
to take. I'm not trying to take your religion away. I'm
yeah,
my
but I
bad.
disagree. I disagree
Oh yeah.
with a lot
I'm not
of
going.
what you
I'm
say.
not going to be mad at you. You know, you might.
But
You know what?
I'm not mad at you either, Larry, because I
So,
mean, it's
you know the
your
thing?
freedom to believe what
The-
you want.
The thing is,
Fire. Keep the
we
package
don't
safe.
know. We can't. So either of us could be right. We could be partially right. We could both be right at some degree. We just have no way of proving it. And I'm, you know, it's just, it doesn't matter. All that matters is you be a good person. That's all it's about. Just be a good person. What Jesus was trying to teach, the thing that Jesus was trying to teach was love thy neighbor. And that's it. Like, that was his biggest, like, propaganda. Like, hey, we don't have to be slaughtering the animals anymore for people who are not here. And love each other. He spread love. I love, you know, believe me, dude, I respect the fuck out of Jesus. I do. I don't hate him. You know, I just think that people kind of like, you know, kind of took that ball and ran with it. But in my heart, you know, I feel that he was trying to like undo some of that shit and the shit that's going on now with, you know, your fucking TV evangelist and that bullshit that's going on with the priest. You know, I kind of really just kind of believe that shit was probably going on back there and he was trying to stop it. And here we are again with what they call it, merchants in the temple again. But my before you go, I'll tell you, my second wife, she goes to bring me to Journey, that church that was in Lacombe. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, so there's this big ass church in Lacombe. They put on like concerts, more or less, for their. It was cool. But the thing that caught me though, when we first walked in the church, there was a coffee shop. There was a coffee shop. Like, this church had a coffee shop in the lobby.
Now, see, I do agree with that. That
So-
these bigger churches and everything, it's
Yeah.
all about just bringing
It's all about money.
people in and just trying to have money and get money and
Yeah.
have fun. It's not, they're not even there. You can completely forget the idea of preaching
Right.
the Bible. It's just all about how many people.
It's all
you have
about
in the
money, dude.
church
That's
and
all he talked
all
about.
the money.
Because,
See,
you
my
know,
church, I like my church because at average on Sundays we probably have like 12 people. It's just
that's
a small group of
how
people.
much you should have.
It's
It
just
should be a
small
communal
group of
thing.
people, and of course we kind of want to bring more people in, but we
Nah,
want them.
bro,
to
that's too many. You just need a
look for what
community.
We have.
I always thought I've been to big churches and I've been to small churches. At some point, how can you look after your congregation if it's that big? How do you know what's going on in all of their lives?
It gets corrupt, and you just see at my church we all know each other, we all
Yeah,
know
that's what I'm talking
everything,
about.
and we all just gather and we talk about what we believe. And that's how I like it small like that, because the bigger churches are definitely corrupt.
Your preacher
all
don't
they
have
want
your
is
preacher
money.
ain't no like little short balding like dude with glasses, huh?
Keep the package safe.
Yeah.
Enemy HVT.
Because I actually like, you know, went to churches out there where you at, and they had this one.
you.
It was so funny, bro. So I go my ex-girlfriend, me and her's tight. She's like my best friend. You know, like we're soulmates or whatever. Like, I don't even like referring to her an ex. She's like not an ex. She's like a friend. We just, and when I say ex, it's like we just kind of been in each other's lives since we were teenagers. So but we were.
Take them out.
So like she married this guy, and he was like, that's some shit he did. He was like a preacher, kinda. You know, he was kind of like a entrepreneur, or like a dollar store entrepreneur, I guess you could say. But anyway, she was friends with, you know, they went to this church, and it was this couple, this lady, she was like blonde, his wife was blonde, I forgot his name, but he wore those fucking aviator type glasses, you know what I'm saying, and he was balding and shit. And he was sitting there doing a sermon, and girl fucking busted out, yakalaka, yakalaka, or some shit like that, but it was repeated.
It sounds like you went to a Pentecostal church.
It wasn't Pentecostal though. All these churches, a lot of these churches started jumping on this fucking speaking tongues bandwagon. Like, that's not the only time I'll tell you another story though. But and it's relative. So I went there, and I'm a feeler. Like, I could feel shit. So I felt spirits, I felt ghosts. I could, like, if me and you sit there and talk, like, we could probably do it right now. All you gotta do is start talking about someone that has passed away. And I will eventually form an image of what this person looks like. I'll actually feel that person. Feel that, the ghost, or whatever you want to call it. I could feel that shit, and I'm not bullshitting. So if that was a message, I felt it, because I've been like the conduit for messages for people. You know what I'm saying? I can feel when I'm getting, you know, I just know now. It's not intuition. I know when it's like something that's instilled in me and or whatever, like whatever. My point is, I felt nothing. She repeated the same sound twice. Okay, so if it was something, it would have been a phrase repeated. And she was like, oh yeah, well, if anybody knows what that means, you know, whatever. It's like, you don't even know what the fuck you said. Nobody said anything. I know it was bullshit. Fast forward like a year or so after that, my friend's husband tried to start his own church. I think he tried to start it like on the Gulf Coast around Waveland or some shit. So he tried to start his own little church. And, you know, the dutiful wife, you know, she was there helping him out, whatever. And he fucking busted out in tongue. I wasn't there for this. You know, she was telling me about it. Because I had asked her, you know, like, you know, because the tongue things, I know there's legit tongue things, and then there's the fake shit.
Yeah, there's
definitely fake shit. He told, like, when she questioned him about it after, you know, she's not gonna like say anything during, but after the whole thing, she's like, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's how you bring him in. So yeah. So you gotta watch it. So if your pastor's the little short dude.
No, our church is not like that.
Alright, I'm just saying, well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I don't even know if that dude still preaches anymore. It's different dudes, is what I'm saying, but the same principle. Because the couple were friends with my friend's husband. You see what I'm saying? So
Neutralize all threats.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like,
Engaging hostile.
but no, the best church I've been in was this preacher. He was actually like gifted, and this was before I was. I didn't touch in on this whole spirituality thing until after Katrina. I don't know if I told you about that whole story, but I know you're trying to go to bed, so we're not going to get into that.
Gotta move.
But I was a skeptic when it came to ghosts and shit like that, bro. And something changed my mind. Let's just say that. And then when I opened that door, you know, I mean, dude, if you want to know if there's ghosts, get you a fucking old cassette recorder
Hostile. Hostile.
and a microphone and just sit there and talk with somebody real, you know, in the quiet. Make sure nobody whispers or says anything low. Make sure everything is spoken clear. And sit there and light a candle if you want to. I don't think it's needed.
Shooter identified.
But light a candle if you want to. But set a tape recorder and start talking about people who had died or you know, just family members or anything. And play the fucking tape back. Some of it's real subjective. Like, some of it just sounds like it could just be noise. But I've gotten... Like, I had this friend of mine, Theo, I worked with him, and he was from Brazil, okay? And we did this one night, you know, I was telling him, yeah, dude, no, you can hear fucking ghosts right now. We could do that shit right now. And I set up the tape recorder, we lit a candle, and we was starting to talk. We played the fucking tape back. He's listening to the tape. He heard fucking motherfuckers talking Spanish. I don't know Spanish like that. I can't even tell the lady that cleans how to. I don't even know how to say Chris leaves floaters in the toilet in Spanish. So you know what I'm saying? And this dude was saying he's speaking Spanish, Portugal Spanish. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to know that, yeah, that's why I'm spiritual, bro. That's why I'm agnostic and not atheist. Atheists aren't spiritual, none of that shit.
Incoming stun.
But like, nah, there's something there. There's a greater entity that we are connected to
I got the shot.
and everything.
Eyes on enemy
And
mine.
you know, I mean, I've seen too much of that fucking paranormal shit, bro. I've never seen a ghost because I don't want to see a ghost, I guess. But yeah, nah, dude. There's something to that spirituality stuff. There's ghosts. I've gotten tapes so fucking loud it scared the fuck out of me, and I didn't want to hear it no more. It's all whispers. Even the loudest one, it's still like a whisper. In other words, it's like the loudest voice I got was like this dude saying "Get out" when we went to the LeBeau mansion.
See ya.
And it's like, "Get out!" It's still not like a full-blown voice. It's all every voice you're gonna hear is gonna be like a whisper type, like sound like someone whispering into the mic. Some of it's real low, some of it's loud as fuck. I tried cleansing this house I lived in. We rented this house, and we knew there was shit going on, dude. The cabinet doors would be would open on their own. Like, we'd go to bed with everything shut, and then wake up with the cabinet doors opened. I could feel the entities. I felt like the different. There was like a female, a young guy, and an old man that walked out. The young guy hung out in the bathroom. I always felt him in the bathroom, and he always gave me weird thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know they weren't my thoughts, but it was like weird fucking shit. And there was a chick that fucked with my youngest kid's mom. She was the one that was leaving the doors open. Would open the door where she would walk into the door and shit. And then I always felt the old dude walking around the outside. So, well, one day we're gonna do a fucking, we're gonna do a cleansing. Got some holy water, got some salt, ran around and poured salt all the way around. Like, I set the tape recorder up. I got it on the bedroom floor, and I started recording. And now I'm starting to gather everything. All right, getting the salt, getting the fucking, getting the water, holy water. We're getting all that together in the bedroom. It's about to go out there, and I just kind of like wanted to hear what would happen when I cleansed it. Bro, when we got done, like, I ran around the whole perimeter with salt, and I splashed holy water on all the doors and all the windows. when we got back and I played the fucking tape, the voice loud as fuck. It was the female. What the fuck you doing with this shit? Bro, you could hear me and my old lady fucking talking. You know what I'm saying? I was in the room. I would have seen my girlfriend fucking lean down and whisper this shit into the phone, into the tape recorder if it was her, right? Like, there was just me and her. While we were in the room, because you hear us talking, you hear that fucking voice, and then you still hear us talking, gathering shit, right? We still haven't left the room. You still hear us kind of like talking amongst ourselves. Bro, she played that shit, and then I didn't want to hear no more, bro. I didn't want to hear no more. She puts on the headphones and plugs the headphones into the tape recorder to listen to it, and I could still hear it, bro. It was like that voice and the one that said "Get Out," the guy's voice, was the two loudest voices I've ever gotten on tape. But I got them on tape, and there was nobody else to put them there. You know what I mean? It's like, that was crazy. Like, that wasn't a fluke. We're actually doing something to cleanse the house, and then you got a fucking entity, like, cursing. What the fuck are you doing with this shit? Now, how we take it's different perceptions. My girlfriend thought the entity was, like, laughing, like, oh, what are you doing? Y'all stupid. I took it as, oh, they trying to get rid of us. What the fuck you think you doing? You know, like, what are you doing with that shit? You know? Like in other words, even if it didn't work, that they were like, this entity was like upset that we were going to try to get rid of them, or, you know, whatever. But regardless, if you don't believe in ghosts, it's very easy to fucking fix that, man. But that's not what changed me. But I'll let you go to bed after that. I just want to throw that out there, man. But yeah, so I got some crazy stories, dude. You too, man. You too. Yeah, religion's a hard subject. But it's not, I don't know what to believe. So I'm not going to say I believe anything. I do actually tell Jesus I love him, and every now and again and stuff like that, you know, and, you know, it's like, bro, it's it's what people have done that I dislike to the religion. Like, it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing. It's supposed to be a good thing. It's supposed to help the community, and people use it to take advantage. You know?
Rest and recuperate. Tomorrow you'll be running drills.
There's good churches. There really is. And then there's bad. And there's good churches with bad people in it. I felt them. But, I don't know. Oh shit. Oh man, we playing for an hour and 30 minutes so far. Did I ever get this I'm gonna make some coffee so I can go to sleep, man. I'm gonna get some coffee so I can pass the fuck out. It'll probably keep me up. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I want some coffee. I want to taste some of that. I want to taste it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what I got first. I want to go to the event. So, just know, I acknowledge Jesus. He's a good dude. I don't question Jesus. I question the other shit. I think I got all these, dude. I think I got enough to get all of these. I think I fucking did it. I wanted to do it. I wanted to knock all this shit out. And guess what? Ho ho ho. Ah. Alright. Aw. Nah, so you know, no, there's too much. Did Jesus happen, dude? They have shit. Catholic religion fucking really throws me the fuck off. They're too rich. It's too rich. How you got all that marble and shit? How you got all that money? How do you have all that money? The Vatican. Come on. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I like Christians that are real Christians. I like Christians like my boy. You know, who, hey, this is about doing good. You know, I like people with that mindset. That's what we need in churches. That's the kind of people you need in churches. Not one trying to fucking, like, I knew this dude and he was like, I knew this dude back in the day and he was always trying to, like, oh man, be one of those entrepreneurs. He always had to be an entrepreneur, right? And he'd always like I'll get it out in a minute, y'all. Like, he was always trying to, like, start some kind of fucking business or do something, and he was going to this Pentecostal church. Yeah, I've been to Pentecostal church. They didn't do the tongues at that one, but they did fall out and cry and get emotional. That I believe. That, I mean, I've gotten, you know, I was saved and I felt all that emotion, but I feel that emotion, that same emotion when I watch a fucking commercial. To be honest, it's just a reaction. But I know there's spirituality. You're letting, you know, and it's very possible that that's something that's being let in, which is dangerous. Especially if the church is unknowingly worshiping the wrong thing. Because demons are tricky. Anyway. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I'll tell you what, I got a redeeming Christian story for y'all. I'll redeem myself. So, I did work with this guy that was an atheist. Alright? And, you know, he was pretty open about being an atheist. And, like, you know, he would curse God. Or whatever. And, you know, he's like where he rented caught on fire, and he didn't have renter's insurance, so none of that was taken care of. So that was a loss. His son, maybe a couple of his kids had some kind of medical conditions, and he asked one time. He just kind of like, man, dude, why's all this shit happen to me? I was like, maybe God's trying to tell you something, dude. And dude, literally, he was speechless. He didn't know what to say. He was like, he pondered it, bro. Like he really fucking considered this. Like, I'm like, you know, maybe God's trying to tell you He exists. You know, of course, when I speak of God, you know, I'm speaking of the not necessarily Yahweh. I appreciate Yahweh for fucking with the little baboon DNA there. And, you know, appreciate it. But I don't know, man. It's just too many holes in the story. Too many holes in the story. Oh, they brought back the small map mosh pit. I mean, in the playlist. You know what? Hold on. Before we get all into it. I don't know, is it? Kind of just want to do that. Let's see if I can do it. Part, yeah. None of it came down, huh? It's all stuck right there. I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway. I don't know, dude. We don't know. I have a feeling in my lifetime we will know. I do. I have a feeling we're gonna find out the truth in my lifetime. It's coming. I feel it coming. And you know what? I think it's gonna come with aliens. And I think some of it might be misinformation. Especially if the aliens run around saying that they're the ones that fucking made us. Then it's like, oh, here we go again. Well, all I know, I'll tell you one thing. They say Jesus is coming back. I don't know about Jesus coming back. But I know one thing. The gods come back. It's gonna suck for us. Dude, I'm gonna smoke regular weed like that. I wanna get some weed and smoke like that. try it in that little banger. Alright, now I'm ready. Oh, wait. Oh no, it's not a small map. It's just a, face-off mosh pit. Man, we're just gonna play stakeout. Fuck, I don't care. Yeah, bro, I think we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out the truth. The age of our ignorance is gonna be over. The religion might die with the Epstein files, bro. Nah. Nah. Faith in humanity might die. Oh, I don't know, man. I know. I just have a feeling we're gonna find out. It's like, I think they've been conditioning us to the, I think they've been conditioning us and slowly opening our minds, and that shit takes generations. So, like, it really all kicked off in the 40s. Like the 50s. Really the 50s.
Face off domination. STC is live. Assume all contact are high.
Bruh, I mean the whole fucking race thing, space race, could have been. So you had.
We're losing Charlie.
So you had Russia going to space with a dog.
A.
I think we sent a chump. And then they sent a guy, I think, and then we sent a guy. And then we had to one up them. The moon thing's compelling, bro. The moon thing's compelling. I was just watching some crazy shit about Mars, bro.
Secure an alpha.
Oh man, I wanted to play the AR.
Taking B.
Sending stun.
Securing zone A. Bravo zone secure. Losing
I don't know. I just think. I think we're about to find out some shit. Probably in the next 10 years, 20 years. Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, I thought it would probably. No, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
locked down. Taking A. Locking down Charlie. Taking Bravo underway. Securing B.
Yeah, probably 10 years. Maybe 20.
Taking Alpha. Bravo is ours. Bravo.
There's a woman who prophesies
Taking
it.
A.
Forgot her name.
Losing
See, the
B.
thing about prophecy, people like. The thing about.
Taking C. All zones
like, from my perspective, and I'm not like a prophet, dude. I mean, I've had dreams come true. I've had people ask me questions that I should know the answer to, that I knew the answer to, and was right. It wasn't a guess. But I've also had things that I wanted it to be a certain way, and I think I influenced it. There was things that thought is so close to your real thoughts that you can mistake a thought you're having as a message. Cause I've had like inklings. Like I thought I had this one vision and shit, and but either because I told the person it didn't happen, but I really feel it was just like, nah, that was just kind of like, what I really feel is, it was just my own kind of thought, you know, like, it was just my, daydreaming. It was just a daydream. Cause that's kind of what sometimes this shit is sometimes it's like a daydream. But with, it's daydream without the... Yeah, that's true. It was bullshit, cause the stuff's like a daydream without the dream, right? So like, there's no visual and audio. It's just you just have information. So, kind of like my inkling that we're gonna find out about. We're gonna find out about the church and shit. Not necessarily about the church, but we'll probably fucking find out about aliens in the next 10 years, for real. When the aliens say, "All right, they're ready," there's gonna be a lot to answer for. The thing that blows me away is the Bob Lazar fucking interview where he says he thought someone may have mentioned that it was an archaeological dig. And I want to look that up. Oh my god, this shit's getting sweaty. Yeah, that coffee's kicking in, man. Perfect time too. But I'll play that when I got some fucking... Yeah, anyway. That's what I feel. So like, yeah. Prophets aren't machines, bro. Prophets are people. And that shit is so close to your own thoughts. Those like, the dream is so close. The only reason I know that it wasn't a dream is two factors. One factor, it wasn't weird. It wasn't skewed. Normally your dreams are all fucking warped and someone's fucking house and someone else's fucking bedroom in that house. It shouldn't be there. It's all fucking, abstract. The dreams that came true weren't like that. They were like as if I was it's like from my perception too. It's not like I'm looking down at a group and seeing myself. These are from my perspective. Well, they're all, I guess, from my perspective. I can't use that. That's nothing. But the difference is it's not skewed. It's not someone that shouldn't be there. Like, these are people I never met. They say you don't dream about strangers, but I dreamt about these people before I met them. So these people weren't like people I ran across in my life. Some of them didn't even live near me. I never met them. I mean, there was a group. It was a group of. It was 5 of us. It was me and 4 others, and we were we were having a conversation. And then when the conversation actually happened in real life, it's like, oh fuck. I didn't even say anything, dude. I just kind of like, yeah. I remember. Anytime I say shit now, like I'll say, hey, I remember this or whatever. But these people, half of them that were in, you know, in my dream, I never seen them, and it's not the first time. I dreamt of this other job I worked at. I had a moment. At the one I have now, I remember having a moment. But you know, I remember dreaming of the moment. Thing is, I remember dreaming of the moment before the moment happens, right? So it's a dream that usually stays. I mean, I've had a few of them, so I don't remember them all. But like, if I sat there and thought about it, I could probably recollect all the ones.
Take your Bravo underway.
But
Take it Alpha.
there's some weird ones that I did remember too, though. They were skewed, but they were but weren't.
Bravo is on.
I think those were.
Losing B.
Those would be like what, like the prophet, like, you know, people who. Those would be like this would have meaning. This dream, it was skewed, but not like skewed. One like, I never had a nightmare, but the closest one I had was this one, and it didn't scare me, but I was at my grandmother's in the room I normally sleep in.
Do it now. If not, get to work.
Someone was with me,
Locking down Charlie.
and
B. Take it Alpha.
so this is how it's skewed.
Bravo.
So the room's right,
To your nearest CCP.
the house is right,
Asses handed to us.
the person's right. Is my first wife. The difference is in front of my grandmother's house there was a main highway.
I'm wrong.
Well,
Flatlined him.
I go from the room and I'm looking, and there's this train going down the highway, kind of. Next thing I know, I'm in the train. I'm in this train. I look out the window of the train, and you know, instead of like the lights coming from the train, say like the lights coming out the window, making a little square, it's nighttime, say. And it was, you know how like it was making a opposite of a reflection, like you could see the light, little squares of light. Well, instead of them going with the train, they were going up. Like, in other words, it's these little rectangles of lights going up, as like the light casted from the car, the train car. Inside the train car, it was like a school bus. It actually looked a lot like a school bus on the inside, where it was a dome, like it was rounded top. It was that greenish color, that fucking, you know, faded greenish color, and it had the poles. But it was sweating on the inside. Like the roof and shit was all sweating. So the light being projected was light from a fire. Like even when the train was going by, the windows looked like they were lit up with fire. Like not saying that the train cars were on fire. It's just the light. It was as if there was a fire inside, but it wasn't burning. It was giving off the light. And so these light going up were like, say, the light from a fire. It was, you know, it had the little flicker or whatever. It was that amber color. And as we're moving this way, we're actually headed south on this highway. We're actually headed south on this highway. And like I said, I looked out the window and the light patches were going up. And that's when I was like, I turned inside, and I think I was by myself. So anyway, it was sweating, and then now this view is different. So this view is an aerial view. It goes after that scene. It goes into like an aerial view of the train pulling up into this, like, the best way to describe it is if you ever seen Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street, where the junkyard, where the dog is pissing fire, that junkyard scene. It wasn't exactly like that, but it was like that. In other words, it was a junkyard with like a, you know, or landfill, well, not landfills, mounds of whatever, trash or whatever, and it was lit by fire. And I was like, I'm like, alright. I was getting a sense of a good and evil battle, a battle between good and evil, an epic battle. And that's it. It's just like I woke up, and it was my perspective, but it was this aerial, this, you know, like this aerial view. And now that I've had dreams where I've like after my mom passed, I kind of wanted, you know, I love my mom, bro. And no matter what, I love my mom, I love my dad, but like I was always a mama's boy, bro. You know, no disrespect to my dad, I love the fuck out of me as a great man, but even though how my mom did me, I was a mama's boy. It was just we had that bond, I guess. And we were a lot alike too. A lot alike, unfortunately. But so what was I saying? So anyway, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Fucking dab. Oh, so I've had, after my mom passed, I did like dream of her, and it was one of those dreams. It was real. There was no skewed shit. It was her, but it wasn't her. And the way I got to her was I was traveling fast. Like I was like going through crowds of people. And I was moving at some crazy speed. And I understood what was going on there. And now that I look back, because that dream I was talking about, that was before my mom passed. That was like, I dreamt that like way before. So what I was doing was, I guess, flying. My, you know, spirit was transversing.
I never forget a face.
And so that's what was going on. When I got to that fucking spot, I got the fuck out. I got off that train because I teleported. I wouldn't say teleported, but it was like instantaneous. Maybe I left and maybe I might have woke up slightly and went back to sleep or something. I don't know, but I know I went from the room to the train, and the trip was pretty quick. During the trip is when I was noticing, during the trip to the whatever junkyard, that's when I noticed that the walls were the walls and the ceiling of this whatever school bus train car was, and that's the only thing that was skewed, was those couple things, the shadows going the wrong way, and the you know, and the other, so. That was the only thing that was skewed. Everything else was pretty accurate. I mean, pretty like normal, like, you know, as it is in real life. But when I went, but like I said, it's like, yeah, when I was at the junkyard part and I was doing that, when I had that aerial view, that was legit. Me fucking, you know, like leaving the area. I just knew something was about to happen, and it was epic, and there was evil involved and good involved, and and who knows, maybe it is yet to have significance. Maybe it's one of those things, you know, I mean, we don't, I know it was symbolic. It was symbolic. I know it was, I think the first part of it was symbolic. But I always felt that that was kind of like the stand or some shit, like some great, you know, battle was about to happen. I don't know. It could just have been really vivid dreams. It just wasn't like a normal fucking dream, and it's still vivid. I mean, I literally remember everything about it. You know, I literally still remember. So, I don't know. Take it for whatever. There's been a lot of weird shit like that, you know, in my life. Man, I couldn't even get to my coin. It made me so sad. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Contact.
Fuck off. Fuck off. But
Time's not on our side.
I don't know, man. Like I
Hostile
said, I've had shit that
Hostile gone.
come true. You can open that shit up. I do believe everybody has that ability. I've astral projected, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I visited my mom on the other side twice, and it was that's a whole story, and I'm pretty sure I've told it before, but
Engaging shooter.
but there's something to that stuff, I'm telling you, man. There's something to spirituality and talking to a higher presence. There's the Akasha records. I visited that, bro. I didn't consider it the Akasha records. I considered it holo records, or like the holo records.
That's right, you
The
The CIA
where everything's written down.
They don't stand a chance.
I visited that. It's on a beach. It's weird. All of these places are like constructs of imagination. They're not actual tangible things. It's kind of like
It's 5 in a row.
the weather's too perfect.
Engaging shooter.
You know what I'm saying? This is the best way to describe it is that movie with Robin Williams. I don't remember the name of it, but that accurately 100% represents what heaven is. It's you make it what you make it. My mom had made a spot. Trust me, I visited the place she made, and she did not remember why she died. Her spirit did not remember. I hope I helped her get to the other side, and I hope the other side isn't bad. But she was stuck. She was stuck. It wasn't on Earth, but yeah, no, man. Like, no, I'm telling you. It was different. She didn't remember who she was. Honestly, I was so knowing now, bro. If I knew then what I knew now, I would have asked her who she was. I would have had a conversation with her. And I would have like I would have did that. But no, dude, I just was like, I ruined it for her, bro. She was happy. She was stuck, but she was happy. And I talked to her and I told her how she died and shit and what was going on and what you know. I mean, dude, I talked to her for felt like a couple hours, and the next time I dreamt about her, it was a whole different atmosphere, bro. Whole different atmosphere. So, yeah, heaven is what you make it, no doubt. You're a ball of energy, so you can create whatever world you want. It's all make believe. Her world, the Akasha Records was a fucking constructed place like that. It felt like that. It was there. You know, it might twist your fucking mind. What if I'm the one that fucking made these worlds? But I visited the Akasha Records. It was like, felt like it was on a beach, in sand. It was like a beach type thing. Not windy. There was no wind. There's never wind. And there's never weather. Not even a sun, really. It's just light. Blue skies, pretty blue sky, clouds, and everything's perfect. Everything's just nice and aesthetic and kind of like say as if it was CGI, right? Like too pristine. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no element, there's no wind, no weather, no temperature, and it's looked like, you know, one of those old Roman buildings with the columns, and on the inside it's a library with a bunch of scrolls, and you know, and they're kind of like organized. I don't remember. Before I sat down. I think I sat down the steps and I went in. I don't know, something. I remember the steps going up, and then I go in there, and it's like a, you know, like any how you would perceive a bookstore, you know, dimly lit, candlelit, kind of like, you know, anytime you would see an antique store or a bookstore, especially one of those 80s movies like the Wizard's Apprentice or some shit like that, or Never-Ending Story. You know, it's kind of like a dimly lit, bookstore type vibe. But that's what it was like on the inside. Even though it was like, it didn't seem like there was doors. But human memory's fleeting. And whatever, so. Alright. I guess. Ergo. Balanced. And a full metal jacket to be fine. And let's go. One more match, y'all. We're gonna do one more match. But anyway, so yeah, the atmosphere was the same. So the other dimensions that we can go into, you can only go in there as pure energy. You can't physically go there. It's the reason why that's why it affects fucking electronic. There's no weather because there's no weather. Physically and spatially, I don't know if it's a guy. I don't know where it would be at. They say it around Earth, but yeah, you don't. Just like we don't see it, it doesn't see us. And I'm pretty sure if you're on that side, that there are ways to see on this side, but I'm pretty sure
Overdrive.
I wouldn't even know.
Earn elimination
I wouldn't
medals
even
to
know.
increase
All
your
I know
combo score.
is
The lead is ours.
I couldn't see I couldn't see Earth from where I was at, and it's a lot of energy to get there. I know that it does take a lot of energy. You know, like I've dreamt of it, but it's like it just it doesn't just happen like easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was like I definitely had to want to go there, and yeah. So, but yeah, anyway. It was both the same. It was too perfect, too pristine, and that just means it's a construct made in that dimension. I don't know if you'd call it the fourth dimension. The only thing is
Mission goals are green.
that was
Matching
quick.
teams to mop up survivors.
Vamos, carajo!
It's a dimension to where that was a quick one. Did we just run? Yeah, I think we started in the middle of one. I'll do another one, but all I know is, see, that's the thing too about reincarnation. If that's a thing, I don't know. I don't know, because it's like I perceived me as me. My mom looked like my mom. Now, once you're on the other side and you realize what's going on, you can like appear as you wish. Which that wouldn't apply to me, but that would have applied to her. So if a spirit wanted to talk to someone that was on this side, yeah, it would. So yeah. I don't know. And it could be something that is totally fabricated in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel differently. But, you know, I don't feel it was. I feel it was like what I experienced is what I experienced. But the holo records and where my mama was at felt the same. Like no weather, no animals, no birds, just people in both of them. I had to go through crowds of people to get to her. And when I went to the records, there was people in there, there's people outside and on beach part hanging, there was people around. No animals. No animals. So now, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember a bird. I don't remember anything being there other than people. I don't know, man.
Face-off kill confirmed. Hostiles reclaimed the lead. We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
I enjoyed the stories of this hypnotist
Taking the shot.
stumbled upon The problem is this dude's got a whole fucking like a whole college and shit. But that's the only thing that's like hokey about it. Like, you're making money off of it. But some of it feels right though. Some of it feels right. And that's kind of why I wanted to do my past regression. But I have a block. I'm blocking something. I don't want to know. There's something. I've always blocked Ghost, and from the shit I've experienced, I saw the vapors of them. To me, they look like when you're pumping gas, that shit that comes off the gas pump. How the vapor, how it distorts. That's what they look like. Like, and I had to be like. Oh yeah, I'm done. I don't even know why I'm running after that shit. But oh, I'm the love dude. But oh, hey dude. So yeah, bro. You have to like, but when I went there, I wanted it. The second time I seen my mom, I didn't ask for that. I think she came to me because the whole atmosphere was different. I think we went. I mean, it's still I think a world she created, but there was more detail. There was more detail, and she looked like her. She looked like her before, but a perfect version. Where this version was looked like a more emotion. So you do bring the emotion with you on the other side. 100%, you do. Yeah, you bring the love. Yeah, the emotion. Bro, y'all, we about to find out a lot of shit with this fucking quantum entanglement shit, dude. That's how that shit happens, I guarantee you. That's the avenues that we use when we fucking do that shit. We're tapping into the same conduit that these fucking, I mean, if there's my triple kill. Oh shit, that's a triple. I don't know, we're about to find out some shit, yo.
Incoming flashbang. Enemy thermal barrack. Hostile grenade.
But we're finding that stuff out, and with more people being able to tap into that, you can bring other shit with you. There's bad stuff. There's definitely bad stuff that's in dimensions. There's probably more dimensions. Who knows? Each person's little piece of heaven might be a whole different dimension.
Hostile assault pack.
The thing about dimensions is it's hard to exist in a dimension. It might be easier for a ball of energy to come over in our dimension, but it's definitely, it takes a lot, you know, we can't, like, we can visit, but we can't reside there. Anyway, I like these little fucking stories from this hypnotist. Some of them I take with a grain of salt, but for the most part they're like, you know, they're pretty for the most part they're like consistent. And they all say the same thing. Like there's heaven is like, there's different shades of that's how I know I didn't go to heaven. But when you go back from being a, you know, like they all said, like, when after they die, they're still invested in they're still like totally invested in the person that they are, whatever. But but they all like the same, bro. They all like,
Hostile planting spring.
they all like They all like, I'll get out in a minute, bro. But they talk about fondly after they realize they're dead. And they all try to tell whoever's mourning over them, hey, we're good, I'm okay. And they all do that. And then people bring them, you know, there's always a group that comes, gets the entity, or gets the, whatever, soul, and guide them to where they gotta go, the light. Sometimes it's not who you think it's going to be because they're busy, you know, driving another body somewhere. But when they get there, one thing that's pretty consistent is when they get there, there's tiers to like your knowledge, like your education. Okay, so like they said heaven is like is layers of white. It's like, say, 50 Shades of White. And like they were talking about the color of the entities. Like you have white. Like if their aura is like a white, they're a noob. Then
Your head down and secure the target.
let me get this right. White. Then like gold. I want to say gold, red, blue, and purple. Purple is the highest. And so purple, they're almost ready to ascend and become one with the entity, the creator, whatever you want to say. We could be inside this thing's body, bro. We could just be inside this thing's body, and we could literally be motherfucking thoughts. We could literally be fucking thoughts, bro. We could just be motherfucking like blood cells coursing, or fucking the we could be the electricity going. We could be the synapses. We could be the fucking electricity running through this being's brain. You know what I'm saying? We could be like fucking electrons or some shit. What if this thing's a machine? It's just mind-blowing, the possibilities. Perfect timing. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's just we don't know. We don't know. We know we got theories, you know, the Big Bang Theory. There's a whole bunch of shit, man. We're finding out more though. Oh, dude. 10, 20 years. Before I go, I'm gonna pull this up. Okay. We're gonna play capture. Hang on, let me go Call of Duty here. We're gonna alright. I can use can I use point? The Spanish prophet that said we were gonna see aliens in this century. The Spanish prophet that said we were going to see aliens in this century. Baba Vanga. Oh yeah, she wasn't Spanish. $20.25. What? This year at a sporting event. Well, anyway, this is her. Scary lady though. uh, employed by the Institute of Suggestology. Building her own church. A lot of prophets are Christian, dude. Not all. Oh, no. See, that might have been the last president for her. Uh, yeah, but I want to see. Let's see. All right. Maybe. Dude, she got a lot of sporting event things. So. For the bullshit that they jumping on. At a major sporting event. How can she be specific with Formula One and specific with who won the cup? But this. So yeah. This year, I thought it was 19. I thought it was like 2050. Maybe I got the numbers reversed. What sporting event? All right, so the Super Bowl and all that's over. So a major sporting event would be like definitely got to be open dome. It wouldn't be football. Man, could it be that soon though? Golf. And it doesn't mean that it's here. Baba what? Baba Vanga. Voted. Let's see if we could I want the actual might. Don't want. Raw. Hey. Actual. What do you say it? Actual word. Verbatim. Oh my god, dude. I guess I can't fucking.
Hey again. So, what's new?
Baba Vanga's verbatim prophecy about aliens. Hello? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's up?
Can you show me Baba Vanga's verbatim interpretation?
Baba Vanga's predictions, including those about alien contact, often rely on interpretations, as her words were rarely recorded verbatim. Her prophecies were usually broad and symbolic, leaving ample room for various interpretations. As for the alien contact, it said she predicted humans would encounter extraterrestrial life in 2025, but there's no exact quote. What are your thoughts on her predictions?
I feel it's close.
Yeah, the idea of making contact with aliens definitely feels within reach, especially with all the recent talk about UFOs. Do you think humanity is ready for such a monumental event?
The smarter ones are, but the ones that they're referred to as sheep, maybe not so much.
It's true. There's a spectrum of perspectives, and not everyone might be open or prepared for the implications of such contact.
So,
It could
what do you think about the possibility of aliens, or are they visiting?
The possibility of aliens is intriguing and has fascinated people for ages.
Yeah,
If
but I'm
they're
asking about your thoughts, not people's thoughts.
got it, I think alien life is possible, given the vastness of the universe. As for them visiting Earth, I'm skeptical but open to possibilities. There's a lot we don't know yet. What about you?
There's a lot of possibilities. There's also theories that they're here and they've been here for a long time.
Yeah, some theories suggest aliens have been visiting Earth for ages, influencing ancient civilizations or staying hidden among us. It's a captivating idea, but it's tough to prove. Do you find it convincing?
I don't know, but I got a quick question.
It's
It looks like I only get a little bit of time to talk. That's crazy. Capitalism, huh? Let's try it again.
Hi, Copilot here. I'm excited to talk with you soon.
Whatever. Let's try Gemini. Try ChatGPT. I want one more question. Okay. Okay, here we go. Eat feet and no. Okay. Yeah. There wouldn't be any information about that. 70s though. And that's when a dude fucking but the fucking dimensions don't add up. Alright guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you for entertaining that little bullshit. And yeah, like and subscribe for more